Hello friends, welcome back to Art Tutor. In today's video, I'll walk you through creating a seamless loopable character animation, perfect for using as a Lottie animation in Figma for your UI UX projects. First things first, we need a vector graphic to animate. For this, I found a cool one over at freepik.com. After downloading, I'm going to open it up in Adobe Illustrator. Separate the layers and save it in the .ai format. That way, we can import it into Adobe After Effects for the fun part, bringing this character to life with animation. Let's get started. Once I've separated the layers in Adobe Illustrator, I save the file and switch over to After Effects. Here, I create a new composition with dimensions set to 500 by 500 pixels and a frame rate of 24 frames per second for a smooth animation. Next up, I import the AI file into After Effects. Make sure to choose Import as Composition, Retain Layer Sizes. This way, we'll maintain the integrity of each layer for precise control during the animation. After successfully importing the illustration, double-click on the composition to dive into the layer structure. You'll see all the layers neatly laid out. Now, to convert these vector layers into shape layers, right-click on each layer and select Create Shape Layer. This will give us more flexibility and control when animating the elements. By converting the layers into shape layers, you'll gain full control over the paths of the illustration. Each vector object will be placed into separate groups within the layer, making it easier to animate individual elements. However, keep in mind that along with these groups, you'll also get some empty groups that create unnecessary bounding boxes, which can mess with our animation flow. To keep things clean, locate all those empty groups and delete them. Now, let's organize the subgroups by grouping them based on object relevance. For example, I'm selecting all the shapes that make up the flower and grouping them into one main group. This allows us to animate the entire group as a whole, adjusting properties like rotation, skew, position, and more, making the animation process much smoother and efficient. To animate the flower, I'll head over to the group's transform properties and add keyframes to the rotation. Once the movement is set, I'll copy the first keyframe and paste it as the last keyframe to create a seamless loop. For more dynamic motion, I'll apply easing and fine-tune the motion using the graph editor. I'll follow this same process for the remaining flowers and leaves as well. Watch closely as I animate each element to bring everything to life. We can also create animations by adjusting the paths of the object's shapes and keyframing those changes. This technique is useful for elements that can't be directly animated using the transform properties of the layer or group. By modifying the shape paths and adding keyframes, we can achieve more complex and detailed animations. With the animation for the flowers, leaves, and bush wrapped up, we're all set to move on to animating the other layers, like the girl character. Let's dive into that next and bring her to life with some dynamic movement. All right, for the girl character, I'll start with the initial steps, converting it into shape layers, cleaning up by deleting empty groups, and organizing the subgroups based on body parts. The animation will be based on these body parts to ensure smooth and natural movement. Additionally, I'll adjust the anchor points of each layer to align with the hand joint positions, ensuring the limbs move correctly during the animation process. Great job, everyone. We've brought our animation to life. Now, let's export it as a JSON file using the Body Moving plugin. This format allows us to use the animation in Figma and also integrate it into web development projects. With the animation ready in JSON, we're all set to enhance our UI/UX designs and web applications. Thanks for following along. Now, let's switch to Figma and get the Lottie plugin installed. Once that's done, import our animation JSON file into the Lottie plugin. You can then insert this animation into your design by selecting the Insert as GIF option in the Lottie player. It's amazing how far we've come. Back in the day, adding animations to design projects was a lot more cumbersome. A big shout out to Figma and Lottie for making this process so seamless and efficient. That's a wrap, my dear friends. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to create cool animations for websites and mobile apps using tools like Illustrator, After Effects, Figma, and Lottie. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others so they can benefit too. I'd love to hear your suggestions or comments, so drop them in the comments section. I really value your feedback. If you're not yet a member of the Art Tutor channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our best tutorials. Until next time, take care and keep watching Art Tutor 1. Bye for now.